So welcome back. We're now inside the lab.
And here we are in, what is it? What is this? Nerds Revenge? Revenge of the Nerds?
Eventually, we'll be doing a little bit.
I'm still waiting for someone to dump Snake's books.
There's a room right behind me that I'm not gonna go into because it's a little bit risky. Also, Keratin up there. The only things in that room, anyway, are a scientist and, some medical stuff, which I don't really need. Scientists are probably more dangerous to be around than, regular guards here, honestly.
Is it because they recognize who their fellow scientists are?
Yes.
Ah.
So as soon as they see you, they will call the alarm. And then everybody knows where you are, and you gotta figure out how to hide, and then just blend in.
Man, it's just like Hitman Absolution.
Anyway, this vent is how you could also get the Oyama face paint. Let's just show that off real quick.
Oh boy. I still want to see some of these country camouflages.
Maybe I'll show some off soon-ish.
You know, the Oyama face paint really goes heavy on the eye shadow.
It does.
Or is it blush? I don't know.
Maybe a little both. It works kind of well with like snow camo for white areas, but
I assume you probably shouldn't wear glasses along with the Oyama camouflage as well.
you shouldn't be wearing any face paint with a scientist camo, to be honest.
Well, yeah, but I mean more the reverse.
Well, yeah.
Once again, on your murderous rampage of...
I thought it was a new animal, but then when I got out, I realized it was just a rat. Also, I switched camos there really quickly because you can't use most weapons while in disguise.
Oh, okay.
Also, I'm trying to just press triangle to open the door because I don't want to, like, slam the door open and have a guard be on the other side. Because that's going to cause an alarm.
Knock him on his ass?
Yeah. There's also a little control panel there that you can use to call an alarm yourself. But since no one really knows that you're supposed to be an enemy, that's not going to do much. It'll start the alarm and then move into evasion, but that's it.
So people just start panicking for no reason?
Yeah. Also, you can't use TNT unless you are not in disguise. As usual.
I like to think that it's because the scientist camouflage or uniform doesn't have any pockets.
That'd be weird.
So like he doesn't have like all his gear.
Anyway, I'm being a little cautious here because I had a couple of messed up runs.
There was an explosion from that corner, and this scientist is running away. He's not suspicious.
I didn't see anybody, but he probably like dove over the edge into the outside.
Must be in the sewers.
Also, it's a magazine that has info on Metal Gear Solid 3.
Ooh.
Can't wait for that game to come out.
Wait, how is that even possible?
Yes. Also, this one specific bathroom stall door is locked, so to open it, you gotta break it down. And you get fly camo. It's very stinky, and I think this was a contest submission for Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence. It smells really bad, and enemies won't want to come in to stab you, which doesn't really come into play unless you've blown up ammo houses, like I have.
Right.
So, I'll show that off in a bonus update.
Covered in poo
and flies.
Images.
It actually makes flies come up around you. And these bathroom stalls may seem like lockers, but if you try to drag someone in, you can't like shut them in like a locker. Kind of annoyingly. You can peek over with R1 and then use L2 and R2 to like look left and right.
Right. That seems weird that you can't pull somebody in and just like have them sit down on the toilet.
Well, I mean, it's a bathroom stall, so presumably they can just let themselves out.
I mean,
if I were to grab the guy and knock him out, and then I could probably stuff him in the locker here.
But what if you break the lock on the bathroom stall door? See, Kojima, you don't think of everything.
Well, I mean, the way bathroom stall doors are designed.
Look, it's Russia. They probably installed the doors backwards, so you can only unlock them from the outside.
Anyway, we got another new camouflage option is right over here. Choco chip camo. And, it's named for its quote-unquote resemblance to a chocolate chip cookie, but I don't think it looks like a chocolate chip cookie at all.
Yeah, I've never quite understood why. Like, I don't see it either. Like, chocolate chips, I don't know, my chocolate chips are usually, like, darker.
Yeah, they don't tend to, like, smear like that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah, unless you're using some, like, weird recipe where, you know, you've got, like, darker portions because of chocolate, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, I was just exploring out here because I don't recognize this area, but now that I went around the corner, I do recognize it, so...
It's our little vent for the Oyama.
I would have cut out stuff here, but it's like maybe 10 seconds worth of backtracking through the vent.
You know, I really hope that you go up to one of those guys and at least offer some of your noodles. Do the right thing, you know?
I will offer at least one man some food.
Yeah, but knowing you, it'll be spoiled.
So, now, going down here, we got a little more optional stuff to go clean out.
Clean out as in eliminate?
Well, take for ourselves, really. I think this is the jail you get thrown into if you're caught, like, as a scientist outside the building. There's two sides, east and west.
Does getting caught, like, do anything? Like, do you lose any of your gear, or...?
No.
Hmm.
I was trying to look for a certain item, because I remembered it was in one of these prison areas, but I couldn't remember which one. Turns out it was the other one. But hey, there's a frog over here, and there's a pinup poster up there. And a mousetrap here for some reason.
Look, sometimes the guards forget to feed the prisoners. They have to be equipped.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we're talking about, like, some of the most incompetent men in video gaming.
Okay, you got a point.
I mean, these guys don't even know how to feed themselves.
Well, I mean, they can't feed themselves anymore.
Like, there are plenty of good rats crawling around the building.
There's not really much in these vents.
Yeah, doesn't seem like it.
There's a bunch of flies in that toilet.
Can you, like, pop up in one of the closed, like, cells and just pretend to be a prisoner?
I don't think so. Also, that's just the guard room from earlier, so that's enough of the vents.
Basically a dead end.
Yeah.
I kind of hate it when games do that.
There's like not even an item over there. It's just here's a vent.
Yeah, seems like more games should have it so that you could at least like open up crates like that.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Batman and Hitman do it, where you can like either rip it off or just press a button and go through it.
Yeah. That would be that would definitely cause some attention though.
Well, I mean, if you break it off, sure, but I think saving yourself like a minute at a time, that's probably worth it.
Yeah. Anyway,
great place to store ammo.
Right? Also, there was a couple more MGS3 magazines on the table there. Hey, look how quickly that alarm is going down.
Now, I noticed it stopped at like at around 69. Was it because somebody was looking at you, or
I have no idea actually.
because like there was a definite pause for like a second.
Yeah, I don't know. I was a little surprised at that too. The evasion is still gonna clock down a little fast, but not as fast as like the alert though.
Right, right.
Because I guess we technically are evading right now.
Well, isn't that usually the standard where like alert goes away faster and then evasion takes longer?
Well, I mean, if you're normally like it's 1-to-1 for all phases, but for stuff like that where you definitely cannot be found, like they'll just take away pretty fast.
Right, right.
I think caution always goes at like 1-to-1 unless like everybody's neutralized. Also, I was testing something out, but I kind of messed up.
I'll give you something to eat with my chocolate chip camo.
No, that was fly camo.
Oh, it looked like chocolate chip.
Yeah.
For some reason.
I was trying to see whether or not like if you like held someone like with fly camo on, they just instantly pass out from the smell, but
well, I mean, he's gonna pass out from the blood loss, so win-win, really.
I pressed the button too hard, so. So I'm just letting those guys go. Make sure they don't see me. Here's some Sig gas spray.
Nothing to see here.
Sig gas spray is pretty handy.
You know, really, they're just gonna go out to eat. They're not even really checking out the evasion.
So Sig gas spray is one of the few items you can use as a scientist. Also,
you're gonna try and knock out this guy in front of his buddy?
I wouldn't say in front of, but I'm definitely feeling like knocking these guys out after that.
You deserve that kick to the shins.
Hey.
So does reading the magazine cause a time paradox?
You can't even read them. You can just look at the covers. That's it. Also, there's a scientist there just cowering because he thinks there's an intruder around here. Also, a really old TV.
Well, I mean, it is, what, the 60s?
Yeah. The scientists, or they're about to go wake up the scientist, so I think, oh, I should probably go get out of here soon before the scientist wakes up and sees me. Also, let's just have that guard ignore his buddy.
Look, if it didn't happen in his sight, it never happened to begin with.
Do it. So, I was wrong, and fly camo doesn't make guards pass out when you hold them, unfortunately.
I mean, it does kind of look like chocolate chip.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy, I swear.
There's a handkerchief here, too, which is another thing that you can use while disguised.
Can you only get the Sig spray and the knockout chip in this area, or?
Yeah, it's only here, I believe.
Oh, okay. So it's not like the night vision goggles where like there's 2 or more spots.
Right, right. I went back there because if I went all the way, the scientist definitely would have seen me and called the alert. Scientists are very annoying.
All you have to do is like really just impress him with some knowledge, and he lets you go. It's like when you're like a higher tier nerd, like lower class nerds have to leave you alone.
Okay, so the song playing in the background here is called Old Metal Gear, and it's a really old-timey version of the Metal Gear Solid theme until Portable Ops.
Well, it's also the... Wait, did they keep the classic one? Because I remember, wasn't there a story where they changed out the main theme?
They changed out like the old theme from Metal Gear Solid. That's it, because like they thought it plagiarized from an old Russian song.
Totally garbage.
And who are you? But yeah, this room is pretty cool. There's a lot of little Easter eggs. I think you can see something from Zone of the Enders in the background there.
Oh yeah, the robot.
Yeah.
Was that that photo, the old photo? Was Otacon in that?
No, it wasn't Otacon. Otacon wasn't born yet.
Well, Otacon's dad.
Well, we'll come back to that in a little bit.
Oh, okay.
This is the Order of Lenin. It is an honor of the greatest magnitude, given along with the title of Hero of
I
Socialism.
kinda like Granin. I pity him a little bit.
It was awarded to me in
But,
recognition
I don't know.
of brilliant
I like his
contributions to
rum,
society.
at the very least.
Very classy.
Since the Great Patriotic War,
Although very, very like old looking. I can't tell if those are like
of our great communist
colored
society,
wood or if it's like the
it
actual.
was thanks to me that we
Wallpaper?
were able to stamp out
Yeah,
the Nazis.
I'm inclined to say wallpaper.
It was I who created the basic design for the mobile ballistic missile system you know and fear.
You know, I'm surprised that they even like mentioned Nazis. I did not expect that to be a thing in this game.
Well, I mean, it hasn't been too long since World War II, I guess.
Oh, true.
20 years, but I don't know.
I'm merely drowning my sorrow.
Some scars run real deep, I guess.
I've got nothing to do but sit here
Boy, is that the truth.
and drink this crap.
Him.
Sokolov.
Granin is a very bitter old man.
It's him you're looking for, isn't it? Because of him.
And then Snake produces like a bottle of Grey Goose. Oh, you're my friend forever.
It is a revolutionary.
Seriously, how come this guy is getting like crap
bipedal
booze? Order of Lenin, like shouldn't that give you like free booze forever?
A bipedal.
Used to, but...
ever since the economy crashed,
And since Sokolov came into power...
there's been some cutbacks.
Yeah. Now we're getting to evolution theory. Also, there's a Metal Gear Ray figure! Somehow!
Metal Gear, if you will. And this magnificent Metal Gear will mark.
Well, I mean, let's be fair. If there's a Zone of the Enders robot, I think we can assume that they've also built other types of robots.
So clearly, the U.S. Marines have stolen from this Russian man.
Myself to sleep.
No, see, the original design was German, and then the Russians copied it, and then the U.S. stole it.
And, yeah, Granin here is the designer of Metal Gear.
They will know my true greatness.
But since his project's getting shit on because the Shagohod is so much better, he's gonna go send it to his friend in the U.S. A certain...
Wait,
Huh?
I thought Otacon was the one who built it.
About so.
Well, Otacon's the designer of Metal Gear Rex. Granin is just the designer, or the original creator of the Metal Gears.
Okay.
Nice shoes.
No. Legs.
But anyway, since Granin's project isn't going to be able to come to fruition here in Russia, he's going to send it over to his friend in the States.
The real revolution in
A certain genius whose grandfather was involved in the Manhattan Project, who also is confined to a wheelchair.
Joe Sokolov.
And where?
Maybe we'll meet him in, like, I don't know, 10 years or so.
The loss of his legacy has been handed over to him.
What the hell are you talking?
You know, I'm not too sure about this guy's clothing sense.
Granin?
Legacy.
Yeah, doesn't he have like one extra layer too much of clothes?
Maybe he's just really cold down there.
It's the jungle. How do you have a cold jungle?
I was gonna say air conditioning, but I'm not sure if Soviet Russia had air conditioning in the 60s.
Nah, that's why he's got the booze. He's got to cool down somehow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you want to know Snake's favorite way to cool down?
Lay it on me.
Slush puppies.
Military budget. Development costs at our facility are all paid out of the colonel's deep.
So now we're going into how Volgin is loaded.
The weapons born here will be the genes for creating an entirely...
And he's using his limitless funds to basically begin to form a coup on Russia and rule the world through warfare, Yada
And-
yada yada.
Now,
and build anything he friggin' wants.
men, all
Like the
veterans
Shagohod.
of the Shagohod project. Tomorrow.
Look, I know they're evil, but at least he's a man after my own heart. If I had limitless funds, I would build a lot of useless crap.
Grozny Grad. Here I am, playing host to an enemy spy and drinking my.
I'd have like some of those floaty things, but have like 4 of them connected to each other,
And the Shagohod.
and like you'd have to like play hopscotch on it or something.
Oh man.
Hey.
Something weird, you know, torture people with.
Are you?
You skip the square.
Penetrable?
Now you die, and then push them off.
I'm sure it is.
You'll be killed.
I'll take my chances.
Wait.
What?
Listen to me, you fool. I want to help you.
Help?
See, if Granin was talking about guns, Snake would be all aboard this.
Yeah.
What compliment?
But no, Granite's all about
My shoes.
walking tanks. And now he's helping out this random
Thank you for
man
complimenting me on them.
just because he complimented his shoes.
Well, they were nice shoes.
They are.
In return, I ask only that you get that idiot out of there and destroy the Shagohod. There is an underground tunnel that runs around the perimeter of the fortress. You should be
Snake,
able to
I've got
use
this
it
assault
to
rifle that has an integral suppressor. You will love
the
it.
mountains.
It's
Hmm.
called the Aesval.
Located there.
The suppressor.
Like this.
It kind of reduces the stopping power of my bullets.
That's why it's good on assault rifle. Uses intermediate
A
cartridge.
warehouse on your way here,
Hmm.
didn't you?
Yeah.
That's so sleek.
There should have been a locked door inside of it.
Anyway,
So
yeah,
yeah.
to progress now, we gotta go back to this little warehouse area and sneak backwards, back to about where we came from.
Door. Beyond that door,
Now, can you do?
is jungle.
I assume you can't, just because you know other games, the later games haven't let me do this. But you can't like jump off and do something crazy, like roll off the top floor and then like open up a parachute and just float down.
No, this isn't Saints Row. The parachute would probably cost too much attention, too.
Well, I mean, if this was Saints Row, it would be you jump off the top floor, open up a parachute, and then explosions would happen everywhere.
Well, maybe the way you play it, but I'd probably, like, jump off, land on a dude, and then, like, immediately rush over to another guy and just topple him.
And suplex them.
Yeah.
I love this land. I cannot even imagine living anywhere else.
This man is so drunk that even though he loves his home country, he's thinking about sending his prized, like, war machine designs to America.
I love this country, but I hate the jungle.
Being hounded into
Why am I here?
left to waste away. It is already dawn. We must hurry.
Also, we were here for quite a while, I think.
First my troubles from
When did we enter here?
It was still nighttime, like just dark.
Well, you know, you get an old guy with some booze. He starts talking to you.
Mm.
You don't want to leave because you know you don't want to be impolite.
Yeah.
4 hours later, you've learned his military history and all the weird diseases he's contracted. It's a really sad tale.